Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. As you all know, the greatest possible freebie you can get and save your life, your time, your anger will be dissipated, gone, removed. It won't exist. It's not going to be there anymore. Yes, this is a great freaking thing, but don't waste it. I already know people have stupid ideas, and this happened last time, and it did screw a lot of people up, so today we'll talk about what we're getting in this newest update and what you should not squander, because it will help you. Please keep this in mind. I'm going to give you a quick guide on what to pick, which one to go for, and the best way to use this to the best possible extent, I guess. So, today, you're to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's talk about this. Again, in the Renrock update, there is a lot of nothingness. It's mainly Freya, which is like the highlight of the century. Demonic Beast, which we're going to suffer for a while. There's costumes, again, another highlight. These are there too, which, GG's. Relics are going to be added in, which Festival King will get a Skull and Hadi relic, but these two will not get a relic, or these rather different characters will not get a relic with Skull and Hadi. It will be with a dragon or snake, whatever you want to call it. That is going to happen, right? So you can't farm these just yet. You'll farm it in like 3 months. 6 months? I don't know when it becomes farmable and not annoying when a relic and all that character stuff drops. So it'll be a while. On the side over here, again, this bundle's going to open up, but that's not really it. At the very bottom over here, we will be getting a free Skull and Hadi relic, and this is going to be super freaking useful for almost everybody. Even if you're free to play right now, just having these materials on your account, that when you get to the point where you can take on this piece of content is outstanding, because it gives you a head start in such a freaking leap towards anybody else that does not get this. This is massive. It is huge. Not Freya. This is it. So realize that now. Freya has two things. This is like just the one 14-day thing, so there's a lot in here that you need that is better and bigger and better. So again, is it though? But you know, it's there. So, hey, it's a lot of materials. One free relic, it's not that bad. And yes, you would understand what I'm trying to say here if you actually try to compete in Skull and Hadi. It is a very hard thing, tiresome and annoying and bad. So because of that, you can now again farm it officially and like efficiently on global. It's now like permanent, right? So that's there. On top of that, free relic, which makes it a lot easier. And now, which relic should you craft? There are a lot of characters here. Festival King will be the newest addition, okay? And I believe Festival King's relic, I have it opened up here. His relic is pretty good too. The thing is, though, it is not the first relic you should craft, okay? I'm going to go through the list of first relics, and then I will talk about the other stuff here, if I can actually find the relic info. I had it opened up, but I guess I lost it. But King's basically, right? So the reason King's is so good is because King is good to farm the dogs for, right? He's really good for that. And now with a relic, it makes it a lot easier. Here we go, I got it. Increases the hero's damage by 15%. Increase basic stats of allies with the hero's active barrier by 15% as well. So you're getting a 30% increase, basically, okay? Which is pretty damn good to get 30% for him, because it increases all heroes by 50%. Then any hero in the 15%, or in the, you know, like, what is it, barrier, will get 15%. So again, it's like 30% overall. It's pretty damn good. So keep it in mind, this relic is really freaking spicy, but it is not the first relic you should craft. Nanashi, also a very spicy relic, but it is not the first relic you should craft. Obviously, and this should be quick common sense for any soul and existing person. If you're a person, you should understand this. You need to craft her relic. It does not matter what you do. Screw everything else, you have to craft a relic, okay? Why? Because you want to farm the dogs first off efficiently, and the only way to do that is to have her relic. Her relic will make the dogs a lot freaking easier. It is not funny how much better the dogs are to farm with her relic, because you actually have a chance to lifesteal. How does her relic work? Both increases allies' HP related stats by 10% up to 4 times, and fills allies' ultimate gauge by 1 whenever the hero uses skills in Skull and Hadi Demonic Beast, excludes the ultimate moves. So overall, her relic will allow you to basically get lifesteal, rather health, and constantly have that where you can just keep killing. So with it right now, you can see that your characters take a lot of damage, and they're dead, basically, if they do that, unless you heal. No need for a heal. You can go for a full DPS team, wipe the dogs and whatever, and this relic will be super simple and helpful for that. So now, that is there. Let's say you've already farmed Thonar, now who to go for? I personally stand at Nanashi having a really good relic. Yes, it's only good for the fact if you run Unknown Team. Now, if you don't run Unknown Team, you can ignore this, but Nanashi is very good, and his relic is pretty broken. Increases the Unknown race allies' basic stats by 30%, then increases the defense-related stats of allies with 2 or fewer skills at the start of the allies' turn by 20% for 1 turn. So, very good, very good relic. That's what I would say is next. I also feel like Chandler has a good one. Zeldris, if you run on bench, like for a lot of your teams, this is just CC. So I realize now that this just being there and existing is pretty good. I believe how it works is decreases debuffed enemies attack related stats by 10% when using skills. So it's not bad, actually. It is pretty good. If you look over here, she has a good one too. So if you run the new Freya team, you need this. In PvP, Ragnarok allies and the hero's damage taken from skills during the enemy's turn will not exceed 50% of max HP. Increases the attack related stats by 1% for every 6% remaining HP when using skills. Again, Chandler's also good as mentioned. These relics are pretty much like genuinely good. Across all pieces of content. Over here, increases all stats by 6% up to 3 times if there are no debuffs on the hero when using a skill. It's also really good. So I would say if it was like an order, and again, I hate doing orders because it's like, it doesn't apply to everybody. Some of you might not need this relic, so that's why it doesn't fit in the order. But if it was me, and if I were to craft it from a brand new player standpoint, I would first craft this one, okay? Oops, I have this one. Now what do I craft? I would say go for King if you use that on your Skull and Hadi team. It'll make farming faster and a lot easier. That 15% boost is pretty massive. So that is one thing you can also go for. Let's say you don't use King and you don't care for King. Then it will be between Nanashi. All right, let's say you use Nanashi for Unknown Team. That's a great one to craft. Let's say that doesn't apply to you. Then I would go for Scotty because she's also used for farming. Let's say that doesn't apply to you. You scrap that one. Then you could consider Zeldris and Chandler. These both are pretty good. Depends on which one you run more. Chandler's is just like pretty nasty. Removes debuffs from himself when using a stance skill. Okay. Decreases the damage taken by 30% for 2 turns and increases the HP related stats by 20%. It's a pretty good relic, right? So that's there also. Let's say that doesn't apply to you. You're going to summon for Freya and you want to use this properly. This is good. So this is going to help you a lot for Deanne and help you on the Freya team, allowing you to actually do a lot of damage and all of that, which is pretty good. And also they can't exceed 50% of max HP during the enemy's turn. So that's also pretty nice. Overall, it's good. So realize that that's like my list. Again, it's a little bit more weird because people are in different areas. Let's say they don't use Nanashi, they don't care for it. Now go for Demon. If you don't like Demon, hey, go for King. You don't like King, then don't craft anything. Like, I don't know what at that point, right? There's Scotty, but if you don't care for anything, just Cusack, I guess. It's not a bad relic, but not like broken insane. And plus Cusack doesn't see much usage. Over here is not like a broken insane relic. What's it? Droll also not seeing too much usage. Not like a broken, oh my god, must use. So I would say what I kind of selected is the ones to go for and the best ones you can possibly go and craft. So that's really it. Yeah, so again, round it up. Thonar. Don't have Thonar, don't care for Thonar. Already crafted Thonar. Again, Thonar's number 1. Do not do anybody else. Thonar first, okay? Let's say you've done that. It's then Nanashi or King, in my opinion. I think both are great because just Nanashi's really good for a lot of things. And just you see the funnel was, how much content that kind of got out. But let's say that's not needed. Screw that. I would say King, then Scotty. That's like the goal. If you say screw that, then go Demons. These 2 Demons. So there. And then again, if you want Freya for the PvP, you do that. So all kind of work there. That's my my 10 cents. Fully up to you. You don't have to listen though, so do what you want. It's your relic. If you want to craft Droll, because Droll is the like the number 1 character for you, hey, be my guest. I'm not gonna stop you. So with that, hopefully I gave you a great breakdown here and like the best possible way. With that, I'll catch the next one. Have and stay safe. That's been it for me. Peace out, enjoy. Yeah, let me know what you're crafting first. I'm crafting Thonar to finish that and beat the dogs.